Guys, hear me out. This monster is going to be meta. 100% this monster is going to be meta. You make sure you guys invest in it. If you don't, I'm going to be mad at you. Alrighty guys, so take a look at this. That looks so freaking sick. It literally looks like a demon. Am I wrong? Like, I'm sure you guys see that, right? So what I'm gonna do real quick, because I seriously can't wait, I'm gonna go to Ancestral here. And what do we have here? Oh my gosh, yo, look at that design, and he's carrying a sword. Okay, so I'm pretty sure one of his relics gonna be sword. Oh, actually both of them are. I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, both relics are sword. Interesting. It's got to be an attacker, right? Oh, it literally says an attacker. What the heck? It's a fire and thunder attacker with extra turns and also evil mark skills. What the heck is evil mark skills? Yo. Okay, so it's thunder and fire. Thunder and fire. Oh, Tideborn. Tideborn could be in threat, right? Tideborn, you gotta watch out, man. You know what I mean? Besides Tideborn for fire. Who's like a nature monster that I'm like kind of worried about right now? Who would be one? I'm not sure, but we're gonna figure out later on. But anyways, this design, I can't get over it. Yo, that is so sick. Oh my gosh, the Oni mask. Yo, that is so sick. All right, so that's 1372, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait to actually start feeding this monster up. But before that, guys, we do have Bone Meal, Oni Bowl, and also, is it J Shade? Or Gee Shade. This monster looks pretty sick as well. I cannot wait to review her as well. Oh my gosh, those traits are so sick. All right, so I can't wait to review those monsters. Make sure you guys are subscribed to see that. But anyways, before we do get started with feeding this monster up, I do want to let you guys know, I want to give a huge shout out to Social Point for sponsoring today's video yet once again. You know what I mean? They were kind enough to provide me cells, resources, and everything else you guys will see in today's video. They're all given by Social Point. Look at all the gems. They were kind enough to give all that. So huge thanks to them, guys. And also, if you haven't gotten the game already or want to access it, there's going to be a QR code right now on the screen that's going to pop up. You can go ahead and scan that QR code for an easier access into the game or to download if you haven't already. But anyways, guys, so my god, no way, no freaking way. Are you kidding me? This monster has a resurrection block. Yo, this monster has resurrection. Yo, oh my gosh, there's self-evasion, immune to torture. I'm so slow, I didn't even see those. We have bulwark, area immune to freeze. It's not even singles, but area. Oh my goodness. Yo, this monster has to have like one of the best traits in the game. Probably the best one as of right now. Well, in terms of ancestrals, arguably, I think this monster does have it. Like, that's insane. I actually want to see if that's area or not. Is it area? Maybe it's just to himself. But even then, like, that's still pretty good. And you guys know how insane resurrection block is right now in this current meta, right? Like in this current era, this resurrection block is just freaking OP. It's like literally game breaking, you know what I mean? If we go in here and go back, they should give us some kind of reward, right? Oh no. Okay, maybe I have to get the remaining monsters for the book. But oh my gosh, I can't believe it, man. Yo, this monster's traits are just something else. Let's go ahead and start feeding up this beast. I cannot wait to review him, man. I'm pretty sure his skills are going to be insanely good because, hey, if the traits are that good, the skills, there's no way they can mess that up, right? There's no way they could mess up the skills that badly. So I'm pretty sure. Hey, I mean, either way, I'm sure the monster will be still usable even if the skills do suck, because you guys know the traits are amazing. And then besides that, relics aren't really too bad either. A double sword, you know what I mean? You could run like a Star Sealer sword with another sword on the top. But anyways, in terms of stats, we get 64,272 strength, 1.894, almost 1.9 million. That's insane. That's stock speed. And then we get 33,440 speed as well. But anyways, guys, we already went over the traits. You guys know how insane that is. Like bulwark, that's basically the best umbrella trait to have in the game. You get area immune to freeze, so everybody has immunity to freeze, which is pretty good against any monster that's going to try to freeze you, like Tideborn. I think Tideborn has. Well, Tideborn, someone has it. He has like control skills. Freeze could be one of them. Resurrection block, so that's really sick, like I said. And then self-evasion with area immune to torture. Or sorry, single target immune to torture. It's not area. I don't think it is. We'll have to check it out. But anyways, let's take a look at the skills. Heavy thunder damage to all enemies. Yeah, heck yeah, let's go with that. All right, what do we have? What else do we have here? We have a remove shield from one enemy, deals insane fire damage. Oh my gosh. Yo, monsters with shield gotta watch out. But not just that, but like nature monsters in general, like gotta watch out. Deals low thunder damage to all enemies, gives itself 1 extra turn, and evil mark. What the heck is evil mark? Okay, I gotta check that out. It's 5 turns, so it increases damage dealt by 25%, but also damage taken by 5%. It can be stacked. Oh my goodness, what? Yo, this is sick. So you're telling me I can stack up that evil mark as much as like freaking triple damage or double the triple damage, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to check this out. This is actually insane. This is cool. We're finally getting some new refreshing stuff in the game, you know what I mean, that kind of is gonna change things up a lot. And look at this, he has more. Moderate fire damage when enemy applies burn and gains 1 extra turn. He does have a double damage and torture. If you want to run it, you can, but me personally, I'm gonna run the other skills that are more spicier. Heavy thunder damage to all enemies. I mean, we already have one, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, where the heck did it go? Oh, I might have searched it actually. Yeah, I probably did switch it. It's all right. We have a low thunder damage, gains 1 extra turn. Oh yeah, an evil mark. Heck yeah. All right, yeah, sick. Let's do it. This one also. Wait, can this monster? He can infinitely attack. Oh my gosh, he can infinitely attack, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, he can infinitely attack. Oh my goodness, no way. No way. Social point. Where has this monster been this whole time? Like, why didn't you guys release this like 20 arrows ago or something? This is crazy. Yo. Oh my gosh, this monster is a masterpiece. Yo, I just can't stop like talking nicely about this monster. This monster is fire, literally. He's literally fire. Yeah, you guys see what I did there, right? Because he's on fire. Anyways, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run all skills that are basically giving him an extra turn. This is gonna be one of his best skills if you're gonna be running all extra turns, which I personally would recommend, unless you want to run some heavy skills that aren't gonna give him any, and it could be like a final blow kind of damage, because he does have 2 infinitely attack skills, so these can be used as much as you can, as much as you want, you know what I mean. And for that case, for that scenario, what I would recommend, guys, is double Star Sealer Sword. That's the best relic to give to this monster. Double Star Sealer Sword, in my opinion. So if you have double, give it. If you don't, give one, at least one. If you don't have one, you're probably screwed. I'm just kidding, you could probably get away with it still, but it's better to have at least one. And then the second one could be like Electro Patrol, or like Obscure Sword, whatever it is. Just give something. There's Elvira Sword as well, Cane Sword to give himself some heal. I really wish I had another Star Sealer Sword, but I don't, so I'm just gonna go with like Obscure Sword. I know it's pretty random, you know what I mean. You can give it if you want. If you don't want to give it, you don't have to. Don't bully me for carrying it. But anyways, take a look at this. Awakening conditions. Akira gains 5 evil marks. That's so easy. That is the easiest awakening ever. Oh my gosh, what is his awakening? Let's see. He gets control immunity, triple damage. Oh my gosh, he gets triple damage. Removes positive side effects from all enemies, disables traits, and very heavy fire damage. Okay, it's not too crazy, but it's still nice because you can use that as like a final blow, right? So for example, triple damage, you have that, and then if you want to use it, you can. If not, you can keep using these skills with the evil marks. This monster can have insane like strength, like overall like damage. This is crazy. All right, guys, so for those of you guys wondering what to give to this monster for runes, so here's what I would recommend. Give him 2 strength runes with 1 speed. Actually, here's another thing you can do. Forget about that. Why don't you do like 2 speed and 1 strength? So if you have 2 speed and 1 strength, give it. You can possibly even do triple speed, actually. Yeah, if you want, you can definitely get away with triple speed if you want, because this monster, yeah, it would be nice a little bit to have some kind of like damage, help him out, but that's where he gets it from, you know what I mean? He will also get it from this right here, evil mark. But also be careful, because the more you stack up, the more damage you can also take, because look at this, but also damage taken by 5%. So I'm pretty sure if the way it works is like when you stack it up, if the enemy tries to damage you, you're gonna deal like 5% more damage, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to see. We'll have to test that out, actually. I think that's how it works. Or I hope it's not that he takes damage from it, because if it does, that's gonna suck. That actually is gonna suck a bit. All right, so here would be some good monsters to pair up with him. In my opinion, one of the best monsters would probably be Everest, just because with Everest, you know what I mean, you can resurrect if this monster ever dies. Another thing you can do is just run like Stina, for example, on the side, so he can kind of open up the path for him if needed. You know what I mean, to deal against maybe anticipation monsters or whatever. That monster can start dealing damage. If not, like just literally just one blow could probably eliminate, possibly, if you're going to be running like one of the single targets that like insane fire damage, for example, or whatever it may be. You can do something like that. So you could do like a super fast Stina, for example. You can also do some damage boosters, possibly, but I would say Enkidu is probably going to be one of his like best allies as well. or also the monsters that are going to be in the event. I can't even talk anymore. But yeah, in the event, that those monsters could be like, you know, talking about the synergy team. That could be another thing. Alrighty, guys. So here we are. So you can either open up the path, like I mentioned. If you don't want to open up the path, you can still let him just, you know, attack, whatever. He'll be fine. But let's just go ahead and actually just trade disable just to kind of make it easier. We can either do a stamina drain or we could just hit him with CDA. So let's just hit him with CDA, something light, you know what I mean? Anyways, so again, you can start off with anything you want. There's 0 turn cooldowns. You can even do like his fire skill if you want. So let's do the fire, for example, which is one of his best in my opinion. Like it's his most strongest since it's a moderate damage. But look at that. So he basically gained, looks like he didn't take any damage, by the way. So that doesn't really take damage from him, by the way. Like it doesn't really like deal damage to himself. Did I see any damage? I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't see any damage. Maybe he took the damage to Megatons, I'm not sure. But look at that, he is stacked up. And also yeah, he's actually stacked up, and the damage boosts, the 50% damage boost, that's something else on top of that. So we have basically 50% right now, if I'm not mistaken. No, I charged up on accident. All right, we got to take that turn back. Again, that is for 5 turns, by the way. So now you can see it's dealing a lot more damage to JJ. So yeah, man, this is crazy. Let's do the moderate fire damage to him. Was that 800k damage, or am I just... I don't know. But I think when they're dealing damage to you, it's probably going to be more now. So the more you stack up, you got to be careful, I think, because it's going to deal more damage to you. But look at that. Wait, did I just do was that an AoE skill? I think that was like an AoE skill kind of thing, right? I feel like I just did like an AoE skill. What the heck? Oh, was that Deep Marks? Maybe Deep Marks was a little bit different, right? Or is a little bit different. Anyways, we can eliminate that monster. 1.7 million damage with a low freaking skill damage. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yo, how much damage boost do I have right now? Oh my gosh, this is insane. Look at all those evil marks. I can use my awakening right now and like deal so much damage. But let's just keep on bullying them a little bit. Okay, look at that. Yo, that is insane. All right, so let's keep doing this. Let's stack it up a little bit more. Evil marks. No, I got hit with frosted and the stamina freaking drain. It's all right. I still have all those evil marks. Anyways, so let's go ahead and recharge with my stamina monster. And I can go ahead and do this. I'm just trying to deal as little as damage as possible, just because I want to stack up that as much as possible as well. I want to deal a good amount of damage. Actually, you know what? Let's just use his awakening. Yeah, let's just use his awakening. Let's just do it. Let's see what that looks like. Oh my gosh, it just finally just like open everything up. He had triple damage as well, which is pretty sick. I actually do want to see what this looks like when I am going up against Mater, for example, right? So Mater, let's see what this kind of looks like. So I'm going to remove all the taunts here. Her animation is going to kick in. So a lot of players might, you know, do the most basic, which is, you know, maybe going through the extra turns, for example, a little bit, you know what I mean? But that's not really benefiting her much. She could possibly stamina drain. Yeah, that's whatever. That's a good move. She gets hit with poison, whatever. Look at that, 400k damage. That's insane. We do the AoE total blind. Yeah, AoE, whatever. It's gonna go towards my megatons. You're gonna stamina drain me, whatever. Yeah, stamina drain me. That's all right. Again, it would be cool if you could actually carry 2 swords on him, but if not, one's fine too. You could probably run some banners or whatever on your monsters that could help you out a little bit. We can stamina drain them. Let's do it. Yeah, we could either do CDA or stamina drain, but we're just going to stamina drain. Anyways, she has anticipation, right? So what you can do is you can do this one, which is burning. So the burning is a moderate fire damage, right? This is the moderate fire damage. This is powerful skill. So yeah, you do this. Her animation is going to kick in, but it's okay. She's going to take a lot of damage. Looks like that sword also kicked in, but I'm pretty sure without the sword, she would have still died because of the damage, the amount of damage it actually kicks in, or it does. Major Genesis Ascent kicks in. Okay, Pierce, whatever, block Pierce. And look at that. She couldn't come back because of the block resurrection, ladies and gentlemen. So now, yeah, this skill is actually an AoE skill. And my bad. Earlier, I thought it wasn't. So that is on me. Anyway, Starsealer sword kicks in. Obscure sword for some extra damage. But we're just gonna kind of stack up this damage, I guess. Let's just keep stacking it up and see how far we can go. And I think the skill that I just did use is actually like the least amount of damage you can do. So that was 163k. Let's see how much it's going to be this time. 204k. And I'm using the same skill. Keep in mind, guys, I'm literally using the same skill. He just has a lot of freaking evil marks on him. So literally, look at that, 700k damage that time. 766k. What's going to be the final blow? Let's see. This one's probably going to be a lot. 766 still. Okay, and then finally, we get the turn. We have some damage boost, 205% plus 50%. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Should we do his awakening? Nah, let's just do this one. 3.44 million. Oh my gosh. Yo, this monster's crazy. Like, actually. And I'm pretty sure the way it works is that because he wasn't taking any like damage every time he was getting a turn, which is something I was actually afraid of. So I'm like very thankful that it's not like that, because we had a monster like that in the past. I'm not sure if you guys remember or know who I'm talking about. I'll go ahead and actually give you guys the look here. So it is not part of any of these monsters. It's actually a legendary monster. How many of you guys remember Barbatos? So with Barbatos, it was kind of similar. So the way his skills worked, like this one right here, this skill drains 20% of Barbatos' total life. So when he did his double damage with stamina regen, the next turn he got in, it removed 20% of total life. There was another one, I think it was this one right here. Yep, Master of Pain, which was literally has one of his best skills. It would literally drain like 30% of life, but he would deal an insane amount of damage. Look at that damage output right there. That was crazy back then. So that's what I was kind of afraid of. I thought that's how it actually played out, but it's actually completely the opposite. And I'm pretty sure the way it works is that like when the monsters end up dealing damage, if they get a turn, by the way, if they get a turn and deal damage to him, that's when it, you know what I mean? That's when I'm pretty sure he will be taking that 5% extra damage. The more you have, the more you're going to deal damage. So just be careful of that. But honestly, I would say they're probably most likely not going to get a turn in, just because of like the fact that this monster will just go insane once he gets a turn. You know what I mean? He can't stop unless there's stamina drains. But even if there are stamina drains, you can always back that up with one, if not two Star Sealers. If you guys do have that, then you got to get yourself this monster. I would say, guys, hear me out. This monster is going to be meta. 100% this monster is going to be meta. You make sure you guys invest in it. If you don't, I'm going to be mad at you. But anyways, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today's monster video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Again, barcode, go ahead and download the game if you haven't already, or scan it to get into the game, or hit the links down below, whichever one you want. But that's going to be pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this next one. Peace out.